A couple weeks ago, I remember seeing a bunch of people on the internet talking about robots and saying stuff like, if you want to do something, there's no point of doing it because robots are completely going to take over. And every time when I see stuff like that, I already knew what happened. A brand new AI or robot thing must have got confirmed. It became super popular and now tons of people are talking about it. Because one thing that I ended up realizing is that the internet kind of just works in a cycle and the same things just happen over and over again all the time. But either way, I ended up learning what people were talking about, and it was this robot right here, which looks like this might actually be the first actual affordable robot. I mean, it's still pretty expensive, but the people who are making this are claiming that it's only going to be like $16,000, which is still a lot of money, don't get me wrong. But if the robot is as good as it is in the video, that might be a pretty good deal. So I knew I wanted to go and talk about this. But see, here's the thing. When I wanted to do that, something funny ended up happening, and that is called Hades 2 kind of release. And that game kind of just took over my life for an extremely long time. So I'm just gonna be 100% honest. During like the whole week that game basically released, I was just on autopilot and I barely knew what I was doing in my life because I was just spending all my time playing Hades 2. And now I completed the early access. I have done everything. It has only took 40 hours of my life. So that's the main reason why I did talk about it, and yes, that's me making excuses for myself, but I am going to talk about it right now because I looked at my notes and I remember this topic, and plus this whole robot thing is also extremely interesting. So let's go and look at the video that the creators of this machinery ended up posting. Hello world, you are just going to be hearing my voice because the music that they ended up using in this video is apparently copyright, so that sucks. So you're just going to be hearing me talk about something that is completely random. Also, I'm here to give you a heads up that I'm only doing this for this one part because all the rest of the clips that I'm going to show in the video, there's just going to be no music. So just be prepared for that. I mean, we're just a couple seconds in the video and it kind of already looks better than anything that the Tesla bot ended up showing. Because I know that was like the last big robot thing that tons of people are talking about, and something that I surprisingly didn't talk about. But then when I kind of wonder why, I looked back at the presentation and it looked horrible. Like the Tesla bot just looks like garbage. This actually looks pretty impressive if everything that the creators are showing are real. I mean, the fact that he's already able to stand up and can walk pretty fast is pretty scary, and I never really liked to see the footage of like people punching the AI over and over again just to prove how sturdy it is. Like, let me just constantly punch it, because I just think to myself, wow, when the AI revolutions start and they learn that I don't really need to listen to these people, they're just gonna know that they're punch proof. But that could just be me being brain rotted because I watched way too much sci-fi movies, or it could be true, who knows. Either way, let's look a little bit more at this amazing piece of technology. I know I'm not the only person who said this, and this is probably the most unoriginal joke to ever exist, but man, why did they have to make that look so sexual when he was walking around and doing that? He's straight up out here spreading his legs and just getting ready to go in a weird position. I mean, there's this article that people keep on bringing up all the time, which I think it ended up saying around in 2050 we're going to be able to have like spicy time with a robot. We're going to be able to practice our back shots. And seeing stuff like this, we may actually be way more closer than that than we think. Because straight up, look at those poses. That is something that a lot of people absolutely just go crazy for. Even though I wouldn't really be surprised if one of the first real mainstream robots that ended up getting released was actually just a spicy robot, because man, those would go crazy. Okay, I'm not gonna hold you. Those last few clips that I ended up showing you is just terrifying to really come and think about it. One, I don't know why they decided to train the robot with the power of the staff. Like, he straight up picks it up and start waving it around like they just fed him tons of footage of just insert any video game character who uses a staff and go like, yes, this is how you use it, and just absolutely destroy your opponent. So I can just imagine that you just say, hey yo robot, can you go and like clean for me? And you give him a broom and he's like, my master wants me to start fighting. So he just starts swinging it around and just start beating you up. So I don't know why they decided to do that. And the fact that this guy can just automatically just break a walnut without even trying, just oof. When there's one guy out here who takes this robot and try to get it to beat his own meat, because you know someone's gonna try to do that, he's just gonna have a rude awakening because he's completely gonna blow up his mayonnaise sacks. That's basically the whole video. They show a little bit more, but they kind of just talk about the pricing of it, which is only $16,000. Which, yes, is still pretty expensive, but if everything what they're saying is real, and this isn't just like completely fake, this might actually be the first robot that just a normal person could buy. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how I feel about that. Look, I'm pretty sure we all aware that in our lifetime we're definitely going to be in a time where like having a robot assistant might be completely normal. Like you walk inside of someone's house and if they just have like a little bit of extra income, they might have like a full humanoid robot assistant walking around. But I didn't expect it to happen this soon. So this is definitely a product that I'm gonna be looking at. I'm definitely not going to be buying one because I just don't feel safe having a robot inside of my house. I'm just going to be 100% honest. Even though I know probably nothing bad is going to happen, I'm extremely paranoid, okay? But anyway, that's it. My name is Lua. This is just something that I want to yap about. You have a good day or night. See ya.